Today we shall discuss about the ICC Geography project. Many are inquiring about the topics, how to do, and what are the good ways, rather the best ways to do the ICC project. So we shall discuss clearly how to go about it. So let's see first the topics, then step by step what should be done we shall explain to you. So first of all, you know that there are many topics, and from the book, rather it is prescribed topics by the ICC board itself. It has been described, rather mentioned in the syllabus of your book itself, in the towards the beginning of your book, page number 7. We have picked up three topics. First one is the wildlife conservation efforts in India. Secondly is the uh, development of tourism in India. And the third one is development of road, rail, water and air routes. Remember, you are supposed to do only on one topic. Okay. Now all these details, informations regarding these topics and other guidelines can be availed from the geography textbook itself, either at page number 7 in the beginning of the book. Now, obviously, you should follow some of the tips. Some tips should follow while making the project. So ever since we have given the topics for the project, geography project to do, I have been getting many queries asking various questions, whether they can use glitter, whether they can go for printout, or how many pages, or what they should write in the bibliography, etc., etc. So I'm just going and explaining to you step by step. First of all, dear children, remember your project is more of informative. Informative means it is more of content based. What you write, that will be the prioritized, the priority to write the content, what you write, the matter, the subject matter. And then it is should not be so much of decoration should be there, like in a book it is balanced, picture as well as content. But for the senior students, content is more important than the decorative, like pictures, other things. And by the way, when we say decorative, you are allowed to give only the pictures, not extra decorations with flowers, with some stickers and all this. Please don't waste your time and money on that. Secondly, all the collected informations, that means you have been collecting your datas, your information, subject materials, etc., etc., from the different resources. So from the different sources or resources, you have to acknowledge, means you have to mention from where you have collected. Now this is the rough, and it is not the mandatory, but this is the rough, what is called kind of format. Remember the cover page. Cover page doesn't mean that cover, the hardboard cover. That is a different thing. Hardboard cover, and it has got front and back. But whereas the cover page means just after the, it is called hardboard, the first page as such, called the cover page. The cover page is just one page where you have to mention about your full, your the name of the topic, the geography, etc., etc., and then it is called designation. That means your name, roll number, class, etc. Then just after that, contents, or sometimes they call it index. Contents means, you know, suchi. That means whatever is the topics that you have, subtopics or subtitles you are writing inside, they should be all under one content. You open any book, you will find the page of contents, and according to the content we can go inside which page what topic or subtopic is discussed. Acknowledgement, just after that acknowledgement, one page. Preface. Now this preface is it is not compulsory. Okay, you can say, you may ask what is preface. So you just open any book, you will find in the beginning there is a called page called preface. Preface and acknowledgement, sometimes they seem to be
looking or sounding or giving the same type of message. Therefore, if you write acknowledgement, then you can merge with preface, or preface and acknowledgement can be just one page. Otherwise, technically they are two different pages. Now, in the acknowledgement, of course, you are acknowledging the help that you have got from different resources. In this context, whether you like or don't like, whether it comes from your heart or not, you have to always and always be thankful to your subject teacher, and obviously the other people, those who are helping, those who have helped you in doing this project. Now, after that, we shall enter into the topic, the introduction, whichever topic. Remember, you have, it's called three topics there. So from those three topics, whichever topic you have taken, only one topic, okay, only one topic. So introduction of that particular topic, and this is the main thing called the body, the project body. So all that you are going to write about your project between introduction and conclusion or bibliography, this is the main thing. On this basis, you will get the marks. Remember, you may not get marks on the basis of cover page, content, acknowledgement, preface, etc., etc. But there is a but. If these pages do not look nice or ugly, there may be some cut marks, okay. So that is there. This may not add any extra marks, but if it looks nice, it may influence the examiner to give you marks. But if they look ugly, if they look haphazard, they don't look nice, not neat, not tidy, not artistically done, obviously the negative marking is not there, but more or less overall these marks will be less. Another thing regarding the marking scheme, I am telling you, it is 20 marks of project, 20 marks. So 10 marks is given directly by your subject teacher, and 10 marks is given by an external teacher. So 10 plus 10, two ways it will be collected. So therefore, the subject teacher may know you, and therefore may know you that you are a good student, and therefore sometimes we may give you some good marks, etc., etc. But the external teacher may not know you. Therefore, you have to concentrate on this cover page, content, acknowledgement, etc., etc., neat and tidy. Again and again, your marks weightage will carry on this area. 10 to 12 pages of so-called the subject matter, the material of the, or the content of the project. And obviously after that, as you have introduction, you have got conclusion, separate page. Not some of you just do completely, there is some half pages left, you write conclusion there. No, conclusion will be a separate page. And then lastly, bibliography. Now somebody asked me today, what do you have to write in their bibliography? And I have mentioned very clearly the last point. Do mention in the bibliography all the data, informations collected from the website, from different books, from the different magazines, etc., etc., etc. So that is bibliography. So what is the difference between bibliography and the acknowledgement? Well, acknowledgement is a kind of introduction to the introduction. It is like the preamble to the constitution. Okay, you are in the acknowledgement, again you are introducing the topic and how you have gone about it, when you have gone to the library or not, how you have collected it, and finally at the last paragraph you are actually thanking those resource persons. As I said, no, even in this context, the some of your class teachers are not in touch with you also, because I am the only one who dealing with the class or entire class 10 geography. But still, it is a kind of it is a customary, it is a kind of formality that you have to be thankful and grateful to your subject teachers. Okay, now the fourth point, be neat and clean. It need not be too decorative. Please, again, I draw your attention to this very importantly. You are not children. Do not decorate. Do not spend your time and money on decorating your pages. Absolutely, there is no mark for that. We want only and only mainly the subject material. Okay, try to fix some pictures since it's a project, and choose also a topic which can be very pictorial. Pick some pictures. Where you look collect those pictures? Obviously nowadays the age of technology, you can get from the net, or those who have got some good magazines or say newspaper. Sometimes you can get some very good pictures from the magazines and newspapers. Keep your eyes open from wherever you can get your resources, but fix the pictures which are only associated with your topic, not something else. If the pictures is very nice pictures, I collected it, it looks so elegant, nice, great, but you see, it's understood. But the picture should be related, it should be associated, linked to or with your subject matter. Do not fill the pages with pictures only. Focus on the written part. The project should be presented in the hardboard file. Many have asked me question even after writing this also. Should be a good file, should be a stick file. No, 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 no. Hardboard file. It's a final ICSE project. We have to keep it, we have to preserve it for 6 months. So hardboard means hardboard, cardboard, cut file, so many names are there. So the first page and the last page, both should be hard, and they should be covered. Covered means covered with fully covered with white sheets or white chart papers. You can use some other papers also. Now on the hardboard, on the cover, it's not cover page, it is on the cardboard. This is the first, the cover of the book, like no. On the cover again you should write the like geography project, and then name of the topic, your name, your class, your section, etc, etc. There is a tendency of many students, they cover it with the cellophane, or it's called papers, but it is, there is no hard and fast rule for it. You may or you may not, you need not, its choice is up to you, but there is no it is called rule like such that you have to use cellophane papers. Okay, use one side ruled and one side blank paper project sheets. Why? Because the ruled side papers, ruled side, you will write the written part, and corresponding pictures will be in the back page. The blank side will be pictures. All the pictures should be pasted on the blank side. No picture should be fixed on the ruled side, and the picture should always associate. That means whatever you are writing on the right hand side, on the ruled side, and whatever the pictures in the left side, both should correspond. Now there are many samples are available in the website YouTube, and when I send you the message for the project, I have also attached two such links. Remember this line, that you are advised to get ideas from such resources, and there are plenty of them. You first decide which topic you want to do out of these three. So on this topic, if you write on the or type on the YouTube, you will find quite many of them. Just go through them one by one, get the ideas, and then of course you decide, and then you just follow how they are doing. Remember, see what is written in the it's called green. Your creativity and authentic presentation is the most important part. You need not copy anyone, you do your own. Now I'm giving you one solid example how to go about one particular topic, and this topic is wildlife conservation. Okay, now wildlife conservation, how to go out about. I am talking about straightway with this part. I'm talking about the project details, 10 to 12 pages, this part, and actually from the introduction. Rest of the things we have already discussed. This is actually not very much part of the project serious topic. These pages are formalities you have to do, like name of the book, contents, etc, etc, etc. But your major part is this part, starting from the introduction. So if you take the topic like wildlife conservation, how we will go about? How will you go about? Obviously, there will be the first is introduction, and remember in the corner around in the corner there will be see the cursor. See the cursor. There is a corner. There will be the name. There will be the this called the page number. Okay. So introduction. Roughly, I am going fast. Introduction. What is the introduction? In this source, I have got a good amount of quite long introduction. Your introduction maybe remember introduction has got one page, so you need not fill the entire page, but it should be more than half. More than half. The 75% should be filled. That is better. Then of course there are subtopics are there like destructions of wildlife, then overkill means nowadays people are killing too many others called animals for their own vicious reasons. Then habitat destruction and fragmentation, impact of introduced species, chains of extinction. Many animals are getting extinct, means they're getting out of our what is called world. Conserve conserve wildlife for better environment of man. Then poaching and hunting, these are all very important thing. Poaching means actually hunting and killing is known as poaching, and this is becoming nowadays a major problem. And remember our topic is wildlife conservation, means to preserve, to protect our wildlife. So obviously you have to discuss about poaching and hunting also. And then finally we have got the wildlife trade. Many animals are being killed for their various parts, like elephants are killed for their horns, for their tusk, and then tigers are killed for their skin, and where vice versa many animals are being killed for trade. So that has to be discussed, what is actually driving. And then cruelty to animals, it is very unjust that we kill the animals, and this the action is cruelty. And finally wildlife protection act is there in 1972. uh, Importance of wildlife conservation. Why should we conserve or protect our wildlife? Obviously it is a ecological, okay, ecological question. But this ecology is very much part of us, because remember animals, plants and human being, we are supposed to live together. It is all well balanced. And if the wildlife is getting or extinct uh, day by day, obviously there will be a lots of disbalance, and for our survival in the world will be so difficult. So this part, importance, why should be there wildlife conservation. And finally the conclusion. After conclusion comes the bibliography. With this we have come to the end of one particular topic. The second topic, like see, these are the things that we have discussed in this particular. You can take a pic, okay, you can just take a pic. These are the things that we have done in this particular project. Introduction, and there are subtopics: destruction of wildlife, overkill, habitat destruction and fragmentation, impact of introduced species, chains of extinction, then conserve wildlife for better environment of man, poaching and hunting, wildlife trade, cruelty to animals, wildlife protection act, importance of wildlife conservation, and conclusion. That was the topic of wildlife conservation efforts in India. Now there is a second topic also. Many children do that because it's very pictorial, it's very attractive. But remember, I'm just giving you some of the important sites or attractive tourist spots of India. But the whole process, that how you will go through, you have to once again find out what is called your own ways. That means once again starting from the cover page, then content, then acknowledgement, then preface, then introduction, and then subject matter, etc. etc. In the subject matter, these things will come. Now, some of the areas just I have just picked up the spots like uh, Taj Mahal, the Jaipur, Pink City. This is the Goa beach. This is Kashmir Valley, Kanyakumari. This is called Vivekananda. It is called island. The statue. This is the place where Vivekananda sat for his meditation. Now this is Kerala's backwater, very famous. This is Old Delhi. This is Qutub Minar, Ajanta caves. Darjeeling, the toy train. This is the Mysore Palace is so famous, attractive place. Ladakh, Kashmir. And then this is Gangtok. If you go to Gangtok, don't forget to go in Darjeeling. Also, you also have this cable ride. Then you have got the Golden City, that is not Golden City, the Golden Temple, Amritsar, and this is Golden City. These are two different places. Golden Temple in Amritsar and the Golden City. Find out where is it. Then Agra Fort, Ajanta Caves, Ajanta Ellora, they're just close by, not together, but Ajanta Caves and Ellora Caves, they're all close by. We have got Andaman Island, Andaman and Nicobar. People don't talk about that. It's a very, very attractive place. It's very much part of India, just because they are away, middle of the sea, but they're very much part of India. And then, of course, Kaziranga, that is Assam, known for his rhinoceros, etc. etc. Then these are the not picnic spot. These are the tourist spot. Now, day by day, India is developing our tourism. Now, finally, I just want to say two topics I have elaborately discussed with you. One is how to get about where will you get this content, because they are not in your textbook. Now, for the YouTube part, you will find how to go about it, but what to write, what is the content matter, you have to go through the website. Just type wildlife conservation efforts in India. You will get so many blogs. Then you pick up whichever blogs, whichever is suiting to you. Some will be written as I have explained to you, but some you have to pick up and make your own subtopics. Similarly, with the development of tourism in India, now for the last so many years I have been dealing with geography. I have never seen any boy or girl picked up the topic called development of road, rail, water and air routes of India. But still I can say that if you feel like you can do it, do it. Okay. And in the meantime, if you have got any queries, any kind of difficulties, you are always welcome to either write to me directly in my WhatsApp or in the comment box. Wish you all the best till then. Take this task as seriously. I'll be putting in the assignment also is part of your assignment, because it has got 20 marks directly in your board exam. This 20 marks is direct for your board exam. Take it seriously and do it nicely. Wish you all the best.